Viewfinder.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. This is Rana Von Drek here, and I'm going to do my next game of my new game of Blindfold Road Trip.
Page 1 of 3.
And so
Blindfold Road Trip.
How I go here.
1,000 miles. You are playing with Dave, who is an average player.
I'm playing with Dave.
Dealing your cards.
I'll just
Dealing Dave's. Blindfold road trip. Resume. Road trip. 700. Message. Audio message. 5 seconds. Button.
okay.
Message. Audio. Close. Button.
Sorry about that, everyone.
Resume. Road trip. Current game scores.
Take picture.
Button.
Viewfinder.
Help.
Image.
Settings. Get
Double tap to
settings.
focus.
Get
Double tap and hold to adjust
road
exposure.
trip. Road trip. 1,000 miles. Using one coin to play. Miles.
To go back to the main menu, swipe up with 3 fingers. Starting road trip, 1,000 miles. You are playing with Mariel, who is a very good player. Dealing your cards. Dealing Mariel's cards. Dealing a card to discard pile. You have 6 cards. Go. 25. 200. Go. 50. 75. Discard pile. Top card is end of limit. It's your turn. Draw a card. 25. 200. 50. 7. 25. You drew 100 from the deck. Now select a card. You discarded 25.
Mariel drew a...
You drew 25 from the deck. You discarded 200. You drew 7. You played go.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played 75.
Go. 75. You drew 50 from the deck. You played 75.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played 50.
25. You drew end of limit from the deck. Now, you play 25.
Trivia crack notification. Trivia crack.
50.
Lucy.
End of limit.
It's your turn.
5th. End of limit. You drew repairs from the deck. You cannot play end of 75.
Sorry about that, everyone.
You played 75.
I'm getting all these notifications.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played speed limit on you.
It's your turn. Draw a card. 100. 50. You drew 200 from the deck.
50 then.
Now you played 50.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played 25.
Go. 100. 50. You drew 25 from the deck. You played 50. Repairs. You drew flat tire from the deck. Now, you played repairs. Tw 22 and 1 go. 1 2 25 200. You drew 100 from the deck. Now, end of limit. 100. 20 flat tire. You played flat tire on Mariel.
Mariel drew a...
You drew 100 from the deck. Now, you cannot play 25 because you cannot play 25. You cannot play 25. You discarded 25.
Mariel...
100. End of limit. You drew 75. 2. End of limit. You played end of limit.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel discarded repairs.
It's your turn. Draw a card. 100. 100. You drew 100 from the deck. Now you cannot play 100. You cannot play 100. You cannot play 100. You cannot play 100. You discarded 100.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played 50.
100. 200. Go. 200. Go. You drew 100 from the deck. You played go.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel discarded new.
100. You drew new tire from the deck. You played 100.
Mariel drew a card from the deck.
Lined up.
Mariel
5 minutes,
played
32 seconds.
75.
75. You drew go from the deck. You played 75.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel discarded new tire.
It's your turn. 100. You drew 100 from the deck. You played 100. Go. New tire. 100. You drew 75 from the. You played 100.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel discarded more gas.
100. You drew go from the deck. You played 100.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played crash on you.
200. New. Go. 100. Go. Go. You drew go from the deck. You discarded go.
Mariel drew a card from the deck.
You drew speed limit from the deck. Now select a. You cannot play go because you go. 175. Go. Speed limit. You played speed limit on Mariel.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played end of limit.
It's your turn. Draw a card. You drew end of limit from the deck. Now select a card. You discarded go.
Mariel drew a card from.
You drew speed limit from the deck. You cannot play. And 75. 100. New tire. 200. New tire. You cannot play. New tire. You cannot play new tire. You cannot play new tire. You discarded new tire.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played 25.
It's your turn. 75. You drew stop from the deck. Now select. You can. Speed limit. Stop. You played stop on Mariel.
Mariel.
Speed limit. You drew 75. Speed limit. You played speed limit on Mariel.
Mariel drew a card from the deck.
75. And go. 75. 100. 200. 100. 200. 1. Go. And 7. End of limit. 75.
5 minutes, 8 minutes, 31 seconds. 8 minutes, 33
End of
seconds.
limit. 100. 200. 175. You drew go from the deck. Now select a card from your hand to play or discard. Go. End of limit. Go. End of limit. You discarded end of limit.
Mariel drew a card.
You drew go from the deck. You cannot play 75. You cannot play 75. You cannot go. You cannot play go because you discarded go.
Mariel drew a card from the deck.
Go. Go. 75. You drew power go from the. You cannot play 75 because you cannot play 75. You discarded 75.
Mariel drew a card from the deck.
75. You drew out of gas from the deck. Now, out of power, out of gas. You played out of gas on Mariel. Go. 100. 75. You drew 100 from the deck. You discarded 75.
Mariel drew.
You drew 25 from the deck. You discarded go.
Mariel.
You drew 100 from the deck. You discarded go. 100. You drew 75 from the deck. You discarded 100. You drew 50 from. You cannot play 200 You cannot play 200. You cannot play 200. You discarded 200. You 100. You discarded 100.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played more gas.
Power go. You drew 75 from the deck. You discarded power go. 100. 25. You drew 50 from the deck. You discarded 25. You drew 100 from the deck. Now select a card from your hand. You cannot play 100 because you discarded 100.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel played 25.
50. You drew more gas from the deck. Now select a 100 more gas. You cannot play 7 power gas. You 50 75 50 75. You drew flat tire from the you cannot play 75. You cannot play 70. You cannot play 75. You discarded 75. More flat tire. You drew end of limit from the deck. You cannot play flat tire. 100. 75. You 50. You cannot play 50 you cannot play 50. You discarded 50.
Mariel drew a card.
You drew 50 from the deck. You cannot play 75. You cannot play 75. You discarded 70. 100. More gas. Flat top. End of limit. Flat tire. You drew end of limit from the deck. You cannot play flat. More gas. 150. 100. 50. You cannot play 50. You discarded 50.
Mariel drew a card from the deck. Mariel discarded repairs.
It's your turn. Draw a card.
12 minutes, 12 seconds.
Okay, we'll stop there, everyone. See ya, everyone, for part 2.